Most of us have a bottle of rubbing alcohol somewhere in the house. Usually it's in the bathroom cabinet, maybe shoved under the sink, picked up the last time someone had a cut. And once that moment passed, it just sat there. But if you actually stop and think about what's inside that bottle, it is one of the most overlooked tools you own. I worked out that my $1.50 bottle replaces over $80 worth of specialty products I used to buy without even thinking twice. And the reason nobody tells you this is because those products have better packaging and a much bigger marketing budget. So today, we are counting down 10 rubbing alcohol hacks that most people completely overlook. And number 1, that one genuinely made me angry when I figured it out. So let's get into it. Number 10, clean your phone screen the right way. We'll start with something everybody does wrong. Most people wipe their phone on their shirt and call it a day. But your phone screen carries more bacteria per square inch than a toilet seat, and standard glass cleaners have ammonia in them. Ammonia will strip the oleophobic coating right off a modern smartphone screen. That's the coating that makes fingerprints slide off easily. Once it's gone, it does not come back. Rubbing alcohol evaporates completely and leaves zero residue. Dampen a microfiber cloth, not the screen directly, and wipe it down. You get a streak-free, actually disinfected screen without touching what makes it work. One bottle does this for years. Number 9, remove sticker and label residue. You know that sticky gray ghost that a sticker leaves behind after you peel it? It collects dust, it looks terrible, and most people either buy a specialty product or just give up. Goo Gone runs about $8 a bottle. The active ingredient is a solvent. So is rubbing alcohol. Soak a cotton ball and press it against the residue for 30 seconds, then rub it off. Works on glass, plastic, metal, and wood. No greasy film left behind. No extra product cluttering up your cabinet. This alone has saved me from buying something I used to replace every couple of months. Number 8, sanitize your earbuds. This one is easy to overlook because earbuds look clean, but they sit inside your ear canal, a warm, waxy environment, and then go straight back into a case. The bacteria that build up on them can cause ear infections, and the residue buildup degrades sound quality over time. Most people never clean them at all. Dampen a cotton swab lightly with rubbing alcohol and go around the mesh and the edges. It evaporates fast, so there's no moisture damage risk. It kills what's living on the surface without leaving any residue behind. Make it a weekly habit. Your ears and your audio will both thank you. Number 7, de-ice your car in winter. Rubbing alcohol has a freezing point of around negative 128 degrees Fahrenheit. Ice simply does not stand a chance. Mix 2 parts rubbing alcohol with 1 part water in a small spray bottle and keep it in your car all winter. Spray it on a frozen windshield and watch the ice dissolve in seconds. No scraping, no sitting in the driveway waiting for the engine to warm up. It works on frozen door locks too. The commercial de-icer sprays at the gas station are essentially just alcohol in a branded bottle with a $6 markup. This costs about 30 cents to make the same amount. Number 6, the disinfecting wipes myth. Number 6, and this one changed how I shop. Those tubs of disinfecting wipes that live under most people's sinks, the ones marketed as killing 99.9% of bacteria. They run $6, $7, sometimes more. And most households go through 2 or 3 tubs a month without a second thought. Here's what's actually in them: water, isopropyl alcohol, a small amount of surfactant, and fragrance. That is it. The ingredient doing all the actual disinfecting work is the alcohol. The wipe itself is just a delivery mechanism. You are paying for the tub, the scent, and the brand name printed on the side. Here is what I do instead. A pack of 12 microfiber cloths costs about $5 and lasts for years. I keep a small spray bottle of diluted rubbing alcohol, 70% concentration, which is actually more effective at killing bacteria than 99% because it needs a little water to penetrate the cell wall. Spray and wipe. Same result. Reusable. Costs a fraction of a penny per use instead of 25 cents per wipe. The cleaning industry does not want you to realize that the wipe is not the product. The alcohol is. All right, we are halfway through, and we have already replaced a handful of things most people buy on autopilot. But the next 5 are where the real savings start to add up. And some of these companies have been running a very quiet scam behind a nice label for a long time. Stick with me because number 1 is the kind of thing that should honestly be taught in school. Number 5. Restore cloudy headlights. That yellowy, foggy film on plastic headlights is UV oxidation. Dealerships and auto shops will quote you $80 to $150 to restore them professionally. New headlight assemblies can run into the hundreds. Before you spend a single dollar, try this first. Rub rubbing alcohol over the cloudy surface with a cloth. For early to mid-stage oxidation, it cuts through the surface haze and makes a visible difference in under 5 minutes. It is not a permanent fix for severe damage, but as a first step before spending real money, it is an obvious one most people skip entirely. Number 4. Remove permanent marker from almost any surface. If you have kids or a whiteboard that has been written on with the wrong marker, you already know this panic. Permanent marker on a whiteboard leaves a ghost stain even after you wipe it, because the solvent in the marker dried and bonded to the surface. Rubbing alcohol dissolves that bond. Dab it on with a cloth or a cotton ball, and the marker lifts right off, from whiteboards, countertops, glass, metal, and most painted walls. There are specialty whiteboard cleaners that sell for $10 or more a bottle. The active ingredient in most of them is isopropyl alcohol. Same thing, different label. Number 3. Clean makeup brushes. Makeup brush cleaners are sold in beauty stores for $15 to $25 a bottle. They are marketed as specially formulated and pH balanced, and they do work. But what they don't tell you is that the part actually doing the cleaning, breaking down the oil, pigment, and bacteria, is the alcohol base. Swirl your brushes in a shallow dish of rubbing alcohol. Rinse with water, reshape the bristles, and lay them flat to dry. Your brushes will come out cleaner than any spray will get them, and they will last longer, because bacteria buildup is what degrades the bristles over time. Pennies per clean versus dollars. Number 2. Remove deodorant stains from clothes. That white, crusty buildup on the armpits of shirts, or the yellow staining that sets in over time, is a combination of deodorant residue and sweat proteins bonded into the fabric. Most people live with it or eventually throw the shirt out. Rub the stained area with a cloth dampened with rubbing alcohol before you wash it. The alcohol breaks down the waxy residue and loosens the bond from the fibers. Then wash as normal. For older stains, let it sit for a few minutes before agitating. This works on whites, grays, and colors, unlike bleach, which strips the dye right out of anything that isn't white. I have saved more shirts with this trick than I can count. Before we get to number 1, if this kind of straightforward, no-fluff advice is useful to you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. It's the easiest way to make sure you don't miss the next one. All right, number 1. Number 1, the hand sanitizer scam. Number 1, and yes, this one genuinely made me annoyed when I worked it out. After 2020, hand sanitizer became a household staple. People spend $5, $6, $7 on a small bottle without blinking. The premium moisturizing brands charge even more. It got so bad that during the shortage, some of those little bottles were being resold for $20. Flip any hand sanitizer bottle over and read the back. The active ingredient listed is isopropyl alcohol, 60%, 70%, sometimes higher. That is the entire product. The inactive ingredients are carbomer, a thickening agent that turns it into a gel, and sometimes aloe vera or glycerin to give it a moisturizing feel. That is hand sanitizer. 2/3 of a cup of 91% rubbing alcohol mixed with 1/3 of a cup of pure aloe vera gel. It meets the FDA minimum requirement of 60% alcohol concentration. It costs roughly 15 cents to make what you would pay $6 for at the checkout line. The bottle is the product. The branding is the product. What's doing the actual sanitizing is just rubbing alcohol, the same $1.50 bottle already sitting in your cabinet. So there it is, 1 bottle, 10 things it replaces. Which one of these are you trying first? Or is there a rubbing alcohol hack I missed completely? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And you guys honestly come up with things I never would have thought of on my own. I'll see you in the next one.